So I was originally going to go to a Western medical program. I was going to be an MD, but when I was getting my undergraduate degree, I studied Mandarin Chinese, and it was probably my favorite class when I was there. So I don't know, I just started doing some research and I happened upon acupuncture, and I came in toward the school and I did some thinking and I decided that maybe this was a better route for me.
So you're in the TCM program?
Yes.
Okay, did you find that Mandarin language that you took helps you out with the herbs?
Yes, so it does help with pronunciation and being able to read the pinyin, because when we did Mandarin, we learned the pinyin and the characters at the same time. So yes, that definitely helped. So I'm in 8th trimester, so I have this trimester and one more, and then I'm done. So it's been really good. I particularly like the teachers that have come from China. It's just a very different experience, and learning from them, where they have the big TCM hospitals and stuff. And the clinic's been really, really great, working with all the patients and actually getting the hands-on skills. I've now been in the clinic for a year, and I think by the time I graduate, I will be ready to work all by myself. So I'm really excited.
To see you?
Yeah, I do. I do have a couple. I have one that I particularly like. She's an older woman. She has pretty bad scoliosis, and she's kind of showed me that even though with that type of pain with our medicine, there's not a whole lot that we can do to revert scoliosis. It's more just pain management. Just showing somebody that you care, and that like the touch and just actually having like a conversation with them is a big part of the healing process for that type of patient. Yeah, it's really helpful being downtown in an urban setting. It's pretty, if you live in, I live pretty far out in the metro area, but because it's so central in Denver, if you can pretty much live in any suburban area, and you can get there pretty easily. You don't have to like actually cross the downtown, which is pretty difficult. So yeah, it's a good location. It's close to like the buses and like the light rail and stuff. And if you're new to Denver, it's close to all the restaurants and all the fun stuff. So. Yeah, I've been to the Dragon Boat Festival the last 2 years, and which has been fun. I really like looking at the jewelry and all the jade and stuff. And the barbecue, it worked out really well because last summer I was in the Saturday clinic and I just happened to be here when the barbecue was here. So for lunch, I just walked over to the barbecue and I was like, oh, awesome. So yeah, it worked out really well. Yeah, for me, the thing that I have learned that's the best is I try to do a little bit of homework every day. So instead of saving up all my homework, so like for example, this trimester, I have the majority of my classes on Mondays. So instead of saving up all my homework to do Sunday night, I do like maybe like an hour every day of the week. So then I set aside my time to do my homework, and then if I want to take like a night off to go like to the movies or do something with my family, I have that time. So it's really just about, there's the time, it's about maximizing your time and figuring out where to fit in things. You can do it, you have to become better at organizing if you're not already there, kind of, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely recommend TCM for anybody that wants to take healing to a different level than what we're used to in this culture. My background, I come from a very science-oriented background. My dad's an electrical engineer, and that's pretty much been the way of life I've known my whole life. And coming to school here, my not only like physical health has changed for me, but I've just learned that there's so much more you can do with mental health that we don't address very well in this society. And there's things you can do on a more spiritual level, not so much as being like religious, but just, you know, on like a higher level with like qigong and that type of thing. So yeah, I just think it's definitely more holistic, and it's just definitely a different way of looking at things. So it's really good for anybody. Just that, if people do want to come, I really recommend learning the herbal part of the program, not just doing the acupuncture. It's more work, but you go through the basic how to do a diagnosis and differentiation basically twice, because you relearn all the techniques again when you're doing herbs. So your basic foundational skills are going to be essentially twice as good if you do herbs. So I really recommend if you're going to do it, just do the whole thing at once. So yeah.